Good morning, everybody. Today is the last day of the Isle of Coast. Isle of Coast. I haven't woken up yet. Try that again. Good morning, everybody. Today is the last day of the Isle of Wight coastal hike. I haven't quite packed away my stuff yet. It's over here. So there's a couple of dog walkers that came along this morning, so I had to move my bivvy. I've literally just lifted it from where it was and brought it over here, and you can see where it was, that patch there. A bit fresh this morning, not too bad, not too cold, bit misty, bit cloudy, so not going to get an amazing sunrise unfortunately, which would have been great because it would have been over there over the city of Portsmouth, would have been fantastic, but never mind. I got woken up by a couple of dog walkers this morning, hence the quick removal of the bivvy over to the wall, where I'm gonna get unpacked, have a bit of breakfast, and then we're gonna walk these last 10 miles at the end of the Isle of Wight coastal hike. I still can't get over how amazing this beach is. Okay, so I'm all packed up. Everything is covered in sand. Just been watching some red squirrels up here. Unfortunately, wasn't quick enough to catch them on the camera. Did put a bit of flapjack down for them, but they haven't come down to get it. Seeing the red squirrels made me think maybe that was what the noise was just outside my bivvy last night, because there was loads of scratching going on. Woke me up at one point, but I've seen something else which is probably more likely what it was. These little arthropod thing here. There's so many bugs around here, and I've been bitten all over by the mosquitoes. As I said, everything is covered in sand, the interior of the bag as well. But it's the last day today, so I can just chuck it all in a wash when I get home. Right, here we go. It's 7:30. Time to finish the walk. Tide's in a bit further than yesterday, so looks like we'll have to do some rock climbing. Another flag quiz for you guys. What one is this? I have no idea. There's that one, and then there's this one as well. Again, I have no idea. Perhaps something to do with the Isle of Wight. We're now at the northeasternmost point of the isle, the Old Fort pub. We're looking out to Horsand Fort. Oh, there, I'll just zoom in. Then you've got Portsmouth on the left. So from here on out we will be heading west towards Cowes. So whereas the south coast of the Isle of Wight is all rolling cliffs, the north coast is very different, very flat. If it continues like this, it will not take us long to get to Cowes. Casually taking the dog for a walk in the PJs. Oh, hello doggy. £1,500 and this little baby is yours. Right, so I've been looking on Google. I've looked for some information here, but I cannot find out what this building is. So if someone could let me know in the comments, that'd be great. I've got some information here about a boat, HMS Sirius, which sailed to Australia from the Mother Bank just off this shore. And this is the principal naval consort for the First Fleet, which arrived in Sydney, Australia in 1788. There she is. So we're just coming into Ryde now. Ryde is the largest town on the Isle of Wight. Just over there is the pierhead That's the quickest way to get over to the mainland on the Hovercat over to Southsea. And then there's the town this side, obviously. But we won't have time to see all of that. But what I do want to see is the train station, the Island line, that starts at the end of Ryde Pier and then goes all the way down to Shanklin through the island. So see if we can find that. Right guys, I'm on the footbridge from the hoverport and going over to Ryde Esplanade station, which goes up to Ryde Pierhead. So I've got 20 minutes for the next train, so I'm going to come back in 20 minutes and we'll record one of the choo-choos coming through. So there is a walkway where you can walk right down to the end of the pier, but apparently it's not worth it. It's not much to see when you get down there. Let's see if the driver will give us a toot on the horn. No, just a wave. That'll do. And while I'm here, while I was waiting, I saw something really strange. Look, padlock, Leslie and Steve. That's my mum and dad's names. So if they've made a secret trip over here without telling me this year, or that's just a mad coincidence, I don't know. Just walking through the very pleasant back streets of Ryde now. I do wonder, for an island that has its main industry as tourism, how people pay for these houses. What do these people do? Well, finally I managed to catch a red squirrel on camera for you guys.
To live, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be alright, wouldn't it? Yeah, just a couple of million, I reckon. So here on the Isle of Wight, people can actually own beaches. So a lot of houses have their own private beaches, which I'm assuming is the reason that we haven't seen much coastline for quite a while, not since Ryde. So in Fishbourne now, this is another spot where you can get a boat over to the mainland. However, the coastal trail continues up this way. So it's got a very suburban feel to it up here on the north of the island. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Help yourself to the fresh apples from the garden. They shop at Waitrose, they can afford to give them away. Behind that fence there is Osborne House, Queen Victoria's summer retreat and the place of her death in 1901. I don't know if we're going to get a peek at it. Yeah, so this is the architectural style of the house. Italianate, and it's all the way up there. So, yeah, we'll give that a miss another day perhaps. Besides which, there's police dogs training in this area. Don't want to get eaten by police dogs today. Oh, here's the day trippers, coach tours. Right, onwards to East Cowes. Well, this isn't good, guys. This could be a spanner in the works. The floating bridge service is suspended. We need to use the floating bridge to get from East Cowes to West Cowes, where we finished we need to use the we need to use the floating bridge service to get from East Cowes to West Cowes, where we finished the walk. Wight Coastal Path, completed it, mate. 72 hours after we arrived at 12 o'clock on Friday. It's now 12 o'clock on Monday, and our boat is coming in to take us back to Southampton. I've got to make a dash to get on it, so it won't be a long outro. I'll summarise the walk a bit better when I get home. I'll see you guys soon.
The Isle of Wight is often described as England in miniature. I would describe it more as how England used to be. There's communal pride on the island. People are friendly, the streets are clean, the goods are quality. As for the walking, well, despite long stretches of road and a lot of time away from the coast, some sections were truly stunning. I'd recommend the Isle of Wight Coastal Path and the island generally to anyone.